What's up? It's Joe Raiti from Raiti's Rides. I'm still here in Detroit because I refuse to leave until GMC let me cover this vehicle for you. What is this all about? This is the all new, first time ever 2025 GMC Yukon. This is an AT4, but guess what? This isn't like an AT4 that you've seen. This is the new AT4 Ultimate trim. But before we get into this maximized, full-size, full-on off-roading SUV, let's talk about what's going on here. GMC, they're going through their lineup. They're making tweaks, they're making changes, and one of their major sellers, one of their top dogs, is the Yukon lineup. Now for 2025, they decided to cut out some of the fat. So gone is the SE and the SEL trim. Where the starting point is now is elevation. Next step up from elevation would be AT4. Next step up from that is Denali. Then you're gonna find the new trim, AT4 Ultimate, and then Denali Ultimate. And if you haven't seen my Denali Ultimate review, not only is it right off my shoulder here, but I'll also leave the link to that review at the end of this one. I really felt it was important to make this its own dedicated review because of it being an all new option from GMC. Very interesting to see how we're seeing a change in the industry where people want some off-roading capability, but they still want this high-end luxury touch experience, especially on the interior. So let's go ahead, let's dive into this new AT4 Ultimate and see if GMC hit that nail on the head and find out if it is the best new off-road spec luxury SUV to be driving. Let's go ahead and check it out. Right off the bat, that distinct style of the Yukon. To me, I like the look of it more than the sibling, corporate sibling, the Chevy Tahoe. It's just something about the unique GMC touches to their shapes and designs and all the materials that really elevates it to another level. Now, at the front of the business, like we showed you on the Denali Ultimate, you're gonna get all new lighting, all new signature LED headlights, LED daytime running lamps, turn signals. You work your way down, you're gonna notice a rise. So we have a 2-inch lift in this AT4 Ultimate. They're still gonna give you your LED fog lamps with just a little bit of gloss black, but having that extra lift, of course, is gonna give you more ground clearance, and you have, of course, all of that great suspension work that's been done to the AT4, plus with this being the AT4 Ultimate, you got all those other things that are on top of it. Now, as we come across that signature GMC grille, General Motors Truck Company, love all the dark aluminum style accents, that bright, almost like a cherry red coloring on the badging itself. You have a forward-facing camera, and then the AT4 badge. GM does some of the best looking badges, and they're tasteful. It's not like there's 32 different AT4 badges on this truck. There's just enough where they have it on their trucks and their SUVs. Down below, of course, you're gonna have to have those recovery tow hooks to pull out all those lesser SUVs out of the mud, out of the quicksand. And then underneath, you are gonna get, as you can hear, real metal skid plates underneath to protect the belly of this beast. But this is the new face of that Yukon, especially it being an AT4 Ultimate. Now, as you rise up, underneath the hood, you're gonna have your 3 different engine options. I think the biggest piece of news is gonna be still having that turbo diesel engine, that Duramax turbo diesel engine. The great news, that's even more important, is that they actually improved it. So you're still gonna get your 2 naturally aspirated V8s. You got your 5.3, you got your 6.2, same horsepower, same torque, but the big one is that 3-liter Duramax turbo diesel engine. We now have more horsepower and more torque. So you have 305 horsepower, 495 pound-feet of torque. It's more efficient and it's cleaner. It's a cleaner running diesel engine. So definitely applaud GMC for that. You still have that big, bold hood, nice, clean indentations to give it some real substance from the front. And then as we come around the bend, what are we working with? Wheel and tire setup. So what you're gonna find are 20-inch wheels on this AT4 Ultimate. Love the machined aluminum, that dark metallic gray finish. And then The bigger thing besides the wheels are the tires. These are real deal Goodyear Wrangler Territory all-terrain tires. You can see all the shielding in the sidewall to protect the sidewall from getting any kind of punctures. But if this tire rides and handles like I've experienced with other GMC vehicles, they do a really good compromise at balancing the off-road credentials of the tire, but also not going too crazy on the road noise, because GMC knows that people are gonna obviously daily drive this, and you gotta drive it to your off-road area potentially, and you do wanna have not a super noisy experience going down the road. But I definitely applaud GMC for bringing the AT4 into that ultimate level and having these great looking new wheels with those off-road tires. Now, as we rise up, you got your clean GMC badge on the side. It's not meant to look like a fake vent or any of that junk. Love the way it's got the AT4 badge, nice and prominent like before. Now, what I did was I actually talked to GMC to let me actually set this particular Yukon up the way that you see it. We have the running board. This is an automatic dropping running board. We had them position the passenger side in the down position. That way you could see, especially with my foot, what kind of real estate you have for your feet as you're getting in and out of the vehicle. On the driver's side, I have it in the up position to let you know that, hey, this is an electric dropping and raising running board. Now, up top, you do have those nice large roof rails, gloss black. You can get your crossbars. You can put a cargo basket up there, kayak carrier, whatever you got for the ultimate family experience getaway. Color matched on the door handles, and I like the black trim around the window openings. Now, as we work towards our rear of the vehicle, Lori's gonna take a special route. I actually developed this ramp for her back here, because this is really where, like we started at the front, GMC does a great job with their lighting. All new signature lighting. Look at the way the GMC logo lights up inside there. Full LED, no old-fashioned Thomas Edison light bulbs to be found. And then just clean, because you have that wiper that's tucked in, nice long roof spoiler, your AT4 badge, so people know that you are into that off-road cred, quad tip exhaust, the real deal functional exhaust. It's not just fake looking stuff. And then of course, you could still have all of your towing capability with your AT4 Ultimate. But why don't we go ahead, let's get inside, because that's where the ultimate experience really spoils you. All right, guys, we are inside this first time ever 2025 GMC Yukon AT4 Ultimate. Like I said, this is where they take it to the next level. I know you want to know about pricing. Pricing is not available yet, but stay tuned, because we will be bringing you that information. And this is going to be a little bit quicker tour. If you want the more detailed, intricate access like we normally bring, I'll leave the Denali Ultimate review at the end of this one. But without further ado, let's see what this first ever AT4 Ultimate brings to the table. To the door panels, I love all of the materials. You have that contrast stitching, dark open pore wood. Be careful, it's real wood. You might get a splinter, but it looks spectacular, classy, modern, without going too over the top. When you go AT4 Ultimate, you got all that great red stitching on the center armrest area. And then of course you're gonna have your Twinkie tray in the center, 5 Twinkies for off-roading, the Bose sound system, and a door pocket large enough for a foot-long meatball sub. Now, going from the door panel to the dash, more of that open pore wood, nice dark finish, the contrast stitching. You have an all-new infotainment system, 16.8 inches. Love the way it's integrated. You have a nice little secret storage area up top. You could put a ham and cheese sandwich up there, have it get cooked by the sun's rays while the car is parked. With the infotainment system, use it like your cell phone. It's got apps that you could click and drag. You could display all the different information. We have a real volume knob. And then like I said before, I think it's so smart the way they brought the toggle switches. And look at how it's got the red accents on those toggle switches for your dual climate control. Heated seats, ventilated seats, heated steering wheel. Some gloss black, so you might want to be careful with the fingerprints or have your Yukon polishing cloth to get rid of the fingerprints, but we'll open it up. You got your cup holders, USB-C, USB-A, wireless charging, and more of that wood finish. And then of course we have the leather on the center console with the stitching, the AT4 badge. Open that up, you could easily put a small box of Fruity Pebbles in there. And then there's another location for a bowl with a spoon and some milk. And then the seats, AT4, the white piping, the freaking speakers in the headrests, the red stitching, all of that usability. Of course, you have massage settings, and it's a 16-way adjustable seat for both the passenger and the driver, massive panoramic sunroof, and a digital rearview mirror. But why don't you come over to the business end? I want to show you behind the wheel of this AT4 Ultimate. All right, so as you can see, we have the running board in the up position. GMC did that just for us so that we could show that off to you. When you come in, you're going to have that nice AT4 Ultimate badge. You did it right, that's for sure. The seat controls, easy to reach, all within a fingertips reach, and we have massage seats. That is something that when you go Ultimate, you're gonna spoil yourself and your passenger. Lots of room, steering wheel, the leather, the red stitching, of course, Super Cruise, and all of the great accents. You got paddles on the back of the wheel for the 10-speed automatic. You do have an electric tilting and telescoping steering wheel, and then that 12.3-inch digital gauge cluster with the new thing, the new technology is available night vision, which we're displaying right there. But really nicely done how you could just scroll through whatever information you want displayed, including the new night vision. Plus you have, of course, all the switch gear for your 4x4 system, hill descent control, and a massive HUD. But why don't we go ahead, let's get into the mid-row, because I want to show you how you're going to spoil the hell out of your passengers when you're doing some off-roading in this AT4 Ultimate. All right, guys, mid-row time, and there's some definitely big updates back here for 2025. What's awesome is that they actually have the availability of an executive package, which watch my Denali Ultimate review, because that one has the executive package, which takes it up another notch, another level of spoiling the heck out of your passengers. But the rear seats, love the way all of that nice real grain leather, the red contrast stitching, nice beefy armrest. This is how all armrests need to be on a captain's chair in the mid-row. You're still gonna have your full touchscreen availability where you can position it down for the shorter people in your family, in your life, so that they could watch, of course, Raiti's rides on YouTube. And then down below, you do have a pocket, perfect for storing the wireless headset, or you could put a book. Has anybody ever thought of maybe we don't need so much technology? Maybe we just need kids and people to just read books again, like regular books, not a Kindle, a book. I love the new command center, 8-inch, full touchscreen, full color display. You could get into your seat. We have heated seats, really, really nicely done. And then down below, you got your USB-Cs, HDMI, and a home power source. I have my own screen here, which is great because I don't want to watch what the heck you're watching. You're probably watching, I don't know, something dumb that I don't want to watch. But you have seats that slide, seats that recline. There's my captain's chair. And then Lori didn't want to do this, but I'm going to do it because sometimes you just got to do what you got to do. Watch this. Watch how easy it is to fold down the seat. So that's gonna go down like that, and then you go like that. Look at all the room you have. Come on in. Lori's getting spoiled. You actually have an Ultimate badge right down on the sill for the passenger as well. Lots of real estate there for your passenger's feet. And then sitting back here, this is all the room, and you're getting the same great leather as everybody else. It's not like you're just getting vinyl and everybody else gets leather. The AC vents, blowing all over me. It feels really, really good. Down below here, look at that. Feels nice. Cup holders, USB-C. I could put like a Yoplait yogurt in there, maybe a Go-Gurt or two. But it feels good in this third row. Not going to show you the cargo area. You got to watch the Denali Ultimate one for that. It's at the end of this review. But why don't we go ahead? We got to wrap it up from Detroit. All right, guys, what a crazy experience being here in Detroit with this vehicle. A lot of you have been asking about, and we are here to bring it, all thanks to the people at GMC. So we definitely want to give them a huge thank you for having us out to bring this to you. Let me know what you think. Are you surprised? Are you wanting this new GMC Yukon AT4 Ultimate trim? Let me know down in that comment section, but if you're new to the channel and you're on your way out, hit that subscribe button. I promise you it's worthwhile. Come back for more. If you are a subscriber, then you're being part of the Raised Rides family. Got to give it up to Lori Raiti, stronger than oak, working that camera like a champ. Show us some love in the comment section. Thank you, Lori, for all that you do. And just like always, guys, I'll see you on the next ride.